Me. And today we're making what?
Earrings, jewelry, and clay.
Yep, and the clay that we're using is called Sculpey clay. It's a polymer clay, it's in the PVC family, and it's very flexible to work with. Once you bake it though, it becomes almost hard, like plastic. So it's a polyvinyl, a chloride, and a plasticizer. And the plasticizer would give it flexibility. Otherwise, it'd be like a PVC pipe, which you use in irrigation, and it's super strong. Here's the Sculpey clay, the size that's normally available in the stores. We got ours at Michael's. What 3 colors do you want to pick?
That teal, green,
And then let's
and some yellow.
Let's do, okay, so a little bit of yellow. Which one?
Silver.
Silver. So we've got silver, green, teal, and then just a tiny bit of yellow to punch it up a little bit. So what we have to do is we have to start the clay to get flexible, and it's called conditioning the clay, and it gets all the molecules ready. Take some in your hand, and we are gonna warm it up just with our body heat. Something else that we got at Michael's were some acrylic rolling sticks and some little lucite boards, and that just keeps it from getting on the counter, because polymer clay is fabulous, but you don't want to put it on something that you're also gonna eat off. Later on, we're gonna be using a pasta machine, and this is just for clay. I don't really cook, but I'm not gonna make pasta with this because it'll cross-contaminate.
So we balled them up, and we balled them, and then we are going to flat them up like pancakes.
Okay, then we're gonna stack them. So this is gonna start creating the mixture to make it look sort of like a stone. It's really soft. It's probably the consistency of cookie dough or maybe bubble gum. So we have them all pancaked together. And now I'm gonna work on flattening it with just my hands. Okay, this is where these come in, the acrylic or the lucite rollers. So really you wanna just roll it sort of like you would a pie. And I like to roll going one direction, and then I switch and I roll the other direction. And now you're gonna take it and you're gonna roll it like a cinnamon roll. Okay, and now we're gonna flatten it again and then roll it the other way. Okay, if you have a pasta maker, this is where it gets fun. If you don't, that's okay too. You can just use a roller or just use your fingers. Yep, we're gonna swirl it. We're gonna go back and forth, and that's gonna make more of a pattern.
Like
so
this?
Yeah, you fold it in. Yep, like that. Yep. Okay. All right, so I'm balling it up now, and now it just looks like a green blob. This is where the magic happens. If you have tissue blades, they're very dangerous, so I'm gonna use it.
And they're very sharp, so be careful with them.
If you don't have the tissue blades, you can use a regular kitchen knife. Just please wash it very carefully before you use it again on food. I would just dedicate a knife to clay. So I'm gonna slice it. You can see what's going on the inside.
Look at it.
Really, really pretty. I'm gonna slice it a few more times, and then I'm gonna press it together. And Lily suggested that we put some gold foil on it, which I think is a great idea. And then we'll run it through the pasta machine one more time. So what I'm doing is pressing all of the clay together like this, so the pattern can really be exposed. So this is gold and silver leaf. They're in the jewelry section usually. So we're gonna put one sheet on top here. Then we're gonna roll it through the pasta machine one more time. Good. And just tuck it around. It sticks to the polymer clay really nicely.
Okay.
We're gonna insert it into the machine. Now again, if you don't have a machine, roll it out.
And look at it.
So pretty. The other items that you'll need for jewelry making are tiny cookie cutters. And they're usually in the cake decorating section because they're used for fondant. So we're gonna start putting the items on and punching cookies just like normal. If you don't have cookie cutters, you can just make shapes with your hand. That's okay too. So I've got some tin foil. This clay cures or bakes at 275 degrees for about 20 to 40 minutes depending on the thickness.
And we're gonna use the cookie cutters to make our shape. So if you make extra clay, you can mix it up and make more instead of waste it. So this is how you do it. Roll it, smush it, smush it, smush it, and then we could do it with the
Pasta machine? Or you can roll it out just with the acrylic roller. Okay. And these are posts that have a flat end, and I'm gonna stick it on my clay jewelry and take a little piece of extra clay, cover up the post, and then it fuses to this part of the jewelry. It makes it strong. So I've got all of the prongs secured into the clay. These are gonna be what goes in your ear, and then I'm gonna put holes in the other part. So my favorite tool for poking holes is actually a mechanical pencil, but you just go through and you figure out where you want your hole, and then I am going to place it in. All right.
And make sure you be very careful with the oven or it'll burn you.
And we're gonna cook this for about 40 minutes. And it's cooled. And now we're gonna use some jump rings. I'm gonna use gold since it's the color that I have in my jewelry. And this is from Michael's. And you just pull the jump ring open. Sonic's rings. Very similar. Yeah, it looks just like them. So I set up my pattern. It's gonna look like this when it's done. And I opened up this jump ring and I'm just gonna slide it through right here. Nice and carefully. Then I'm gonna slide it through this part as well. Now, don't force it too much because you don't want the clay to break or separate. Make sure they dangle. And then you're gonna put the backing on it like this. And I like to put my jewelry on a little gift tag or something cute just to make it special because I like to give them as gifts.
Thank you for watching Lilly and Me.